there's a vegan restaurant right there on the right since 1986. Kind of old. Younger than me. Probably older than some of you. Anyway, I'm going down this little side street, H-E-M. I've just come across one of the busy streets called Nam Ki Koinye. Anyway, across that busy street, which goes towards the airport. Anyway, across that and going down this ham, because I saw a little vegan restaurant the other day, a Chay restaurant, C-H-A-Y. Sometimes I go down these little side streets and people just stare at me thinking, what the hell is this big fat ball thing down here? We don't see foreigners. We haven't seen foreigners since the Americans were here killing us during the American War. That's what they call it. They don't call it the Vietnam War here, they call it the American War. Anyway, we should be coming to the Chay restaurant any second now. If Chay is just Chay, no accents, no little dots, it doesn't mean vegan/vegetarian. If it has a little dot under the A, it means snail. Other accents on it can mean fire, and I think also spicy. Hi, I'm spicy. I'm sure you are. Hi, I'm on fire. No, you're not. Anyway, here it comes to the vegan restaurant right now. It's Com Chay. Com Chay is the fastest fast food in the world. From pointing to picking to packing onto your plate less than 1 minute. All these pre-cooked foods, you just point to what you want with a dollop of rice, sit down, eat your food, and pay your money, and then go. Takes less than a minute to order. Eat it in a couple of minutes. This food cost me 20,000 dong. I'll put it in a minute how much 20,000 dong is in dollars. Anyway, I've got all this, like, look at the sages, look at the colours of beige. Lovely. 20,000 dong. Got some chili there, some potatoes, some carrots. Absolutely delicious. There are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of these restaurants all over Saigon. 20,000 dong. Right there. In dollars. Delicious. The fastest fast food in the world is this. Com Chay. From pointing to picking to packing to your box, less than 1 minute. Fastest fast food in the world, and cheap as chips, but there's no chips. Okay, bye-bye. Anyway, I'm going to continue cycling down the street further on, but to the end, if I turn left, there's about 2 or 3 vegan restaurants. Turn right, I've never done, never cycled, and I'm going to do that. A lot of people ask me, why do I cycle the crazy streets of Saigon so much? Well, I'll tell you why. I call it mindful meditation. All I think about when I'm cycling is how not to die. That's correct, how not to die. The roads here are crazy. There's people coming forward, there's people coming backwards, people going the wrong way, people going to the sides, people going to the right. Sometimes there's people fucking coming down from the sky. Unbelievably busy, these roads. Mindful meditation, how not to die. And so my brain only thinks about that. Yeah, so when I get home, I've exercised and I've cleared my brain from useless thoughts. Anyway, come up to the traffic lights, and the sun's in my face. Look at that. It's kind of manners there. They've left the gap there on the right just for me to turn right. Yeah, there we go. Turn right onto one of the busiest streets. I can't remember the name of this, but you keep going down, you come to the little park on the left, and the street turns into a street called Hai Ba Trong, right into the city, District 1. There must be a motorbike for nearly every adult here, and sometimes I see kids riding these motorbikes against the law. Don't know what's the minimum age to ride motorbikes. Some of these kids look about 10, if not younger. And do most people have a license here? Nah. Do most people have insurance here? Nah. Are the police on your ass? Nah. That's one of the reasons why I like Vietnam, Saigon. Get on with your life, don't be a cunt, and that's it. Do your own thing. The government leaves you alone. You leave them alone, leave the people alone, they leave you alone. Get on with your life, don't be a cunt, as I said. Anyway, I'm going to turn right here. By the way, I didn't film it, but when I turned right with this annoying car, I saw a new vegan banh mi on the left, just after here, but I cut out in a second. Yeah, you know what banh mi is? It's the other fastest fast food in the world. Basically a Vietnamese baguette with some fillings. Obviously, look at that lady there sweeping the road. Does she know the wind's going to blow all her shit back into where she's sweeping? Maybe scoop it up. Anyway, if you're ever going to visit Saigon, I highly recommend don't stay in the city centre. Overpriced hotels, overpriced food. Go ham exploring, like these little alleyways. Look at this. I've never been down here, so I turned down here and have an explore. Yeah, look, side streets. If there's a fire, how the fuck are they going to put out the fire? How is the fire engines going to come down here? They must have some of the longest hoses on the planet to put out the fires. Look at that nice little restaurant. Down here, there's hotels, restaurants, cafes, hairdressers, bookshops, you name it. These little hems have it. Look at the width of this. My bicycle barely gets through here. And it's become a little bit bumpy in a second. Probably the last time I saw a foreigner was during the American War here. And you always see old people walking around here, which is great. This old lady in front won't get out of the way for me, but I will see her in a few seconds. She's going to turn left, I turn right, cycle down here, and in a minute I'm going to come to a dead end. Anyway, I'm going to get lost, to be honest, and I'm going to head back, and I'm going to bump into that lady again in a second. No, there's another old lady there looking at me going, who the hell is this big, strange, big, fat, bald, white thing? I actually cycled down one of these hems, alleyways, the other day, and I found a new vegan restaurant run by a young Vietnamese kid, probably about 18, 19 years old. Good for him. One day I'll go back if I can find it, and I'll do a video about him and his restaurant. Anyway, got lost. That was a dead end. Come back on myself, and I'm gonna pop in see that lady in a second. And one thing is for sure, you will never ever go lonely here in Saigon. There are people everywhere. But there's the lady. Yeah, in England, sometimes you don't see a soul for hours. Here, guaranteed to see a human being somewhere, everywhere. Exactly, yes. I kind of recognise this place now. I think that's where I found that other vegan restaurant before. A few weeks ago it was. From that young guy. I'm going to have to come back and explore this area again. I actually don't know where I am actually at the moment. I'm actually lost. Yeah. All I know, I'm heading towards maybe, hopefully, the canal in District 3, which is a nice part of Saigon. This is about 8:30 in the morning, and the temperature is probably about 30 degrees. In Fahrenheit, I have no idea. I've got an all metric here. I'm just happy not many people have cars. A lot of people do want to have a car, but look at the streets. Not designed for cars at all. They're designed for motorbikes and bicycles, but a lot of people do want cars. I hope they will continue to be too expensive for most people, to be honest. In England you need a car because it's so frigging cold, but here it's so frigging hot. Motorbikes are king, or it will be, hopefully, or bicycles as well. Anyway, they're going to crash into this lady. Yep, my fault. Or was that her fault? No, it's my fault. Anyway, going down this wider hem, a little bit more happening here, and I can see trees in the foreground. Hopefully that's the canal. Let's hope so, eh? Back in the day, I used to review about 5 or 6 vegan restaurants a week, but now I'm kind of relaxing a bit. It's too much for me. I'm going to try and do more longer videos like this. That's me filming the back streets of Saigon and me just waffling on talking shit. Oh look, there's the canal. If I turn, in hindsight I should have turned right, that's on the way home, but I turned left. Wrong. Anyway, and I'm going the wrong way. Look at that, coming, it's kind of dangerous, and I've got one hand on the bicycle, one hand on the camera. Naughty me. If that was England, I think the police would stop me and I would have a big on the spot fine. Vietnam, as I said earlier, get on with your life, don't be a cunt. That's it. People don't care. Love Vietnam for this. On this stretch of the canal road, there was a vegan restaurant on the left, but that's sadly closed now. The sign was like a big mushroom head. They have about 6 or 7 of those same restaurants scattered around Saigon, but sadly that one's gone. Anyway, going the wrong way, and I realised that in a minute. Then I will cycle back on myself. This canal road is pretty damn decent. It's one of my favourite cycling routes in Saigon. You can get good speed up, and there's not many traffic lights. We're coming up to like a sports complex in a second, and behind that sport complex there's about 3 or 4 vegan/vegetarian restaurants. As I said earlier, I reckon Saigon is the easiest city in the world to be vegan. That's a bit boring, rice and noodles all the time. Anyway, I saw this another hem, lots of flags, so I cycled down there. Let's have a cycle, see what's down here. Never been down this road, this ham side road before in my life. Oh look, there's a friggin' car in the way. Get out of the way, let us bicycles and motorbikes through. I wonder what's down the end of this. Saigon's full of surprises. There's always hidden stuff. And yeah, in a minute we're gonna come up to a wet market. I really do avoid these markets myself. Never knew this market was here, by the way. Never been down there before. Yeah, I avoid wet markets because they have a lot of live animals for sale for people to eat. Lots of fish and other sea animals like crabs. So what you do, you order the fish. You can take it home alive and just whack it on the head, and you cook it fresh. So right here, there's lots of, you can't really see it, but right there on the right, there's loads of buckets with water, with lots of fish and other sea animals in there. Yeah, or they just knock it on the head in front of you, chop its head off or something, and hand you the food. Well, obviously they weigh it, and you pay per kilo. This place is busy in the morning. Yeah, I should have walked, but anyway, lots of people staring at me, lots of ladies in conical hats. Yeah, great, real Saigon. As I said, avoid the city. Come to places like this. Anywhere, avoid District 1. Of course, don't avoid my restaurant. Anyway, yeah, lots of wet markets like this. They sell everything from animals, lots of fresh vegetables and fruits. Really cheap. Mangoes, cheap. Oranges are cheap. Really good produce. Super cheap. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.